Hey everybody, it's Karyn Bryant for MMA Heat. I'm talking with Chris Weidman, who is so gangster. He's out barbecuing in the middle of
That's
winter.
how we do. That's how we do.
Nice. So what are you making today?
Exactly. I'm doing some. I went to the pork store. Well, actually, one of my friends went to the pork store for me.
Yeah.
Because he said it's unbelievable. And these are chicken patties. It's got fresh spinach and some Italian fontina.
Very nice. Well, listen, I got off the tennis court not too long ago. It's a gorgeous day here, but are you you're the type that just barbecues year round? You don't worry about it?
It's definitely cold out right now, but the sun's out. When the sun's out, I'll try to get outside a little bit and just pretend like it's really nice out.
Very nice. Very nice. And I also do have to ask, you have a new a family member who's outside with you right now?
There he is. That's Mason. What's up, buddy? Say
Hi,
hi.
Mason.
Say
So,
hi. Can you see him?
yes,
There.
so cute. So there was a lot of talk about this pup online. This was like a big deal for you and your family, huh? What a cutie.
Yeah. Yes. It was. Yes, because my wife didn't really want a dog, and I've been implanting this idea into her mind for the past 3 years. So it finally happened. She's the type of person, if you push her on something, she'll always push back. So you gotta play the game. You gotta know the psychology behind how to beat someone like that. And it took 3 years though. But we finally got a dog. I mean, if it was up to me, I probably would have went with like a pit bull,
Yeah.
Rottweiler, or a Mastiff. But she's allergic, and
Right.
this dog is amazing. I'd rather this dog than any dog right now. So.
And it's a Goldendoodle, right?
It's a golden retriever and a poodle. And let me just make something. Let's just clear something up for all you people that think like poodles are gay dogs or whatever. Like everyone says, like all these things. They're actually hunting dogs. All right,
Yes.
they're actually really tough. And yeah, so because online I'm getting killed on it.
No, listen, I'm down with you. It's funny because Wade had and our daughter, they had a long-term plan too to get a dog because I'd always had a dog, and then they passed away. Didn't have the dogs. I didn't want one, and they literally, yeah, it was Operation Cuddle Buddy. They went in on me for it was a long con. Chris, kind of sounds like what you did with your wife. And eventually, yeah, eventually,
You're tough. You can't I can't come straight at you. I gotta use
totally.
different maneuvers.
Well, we ended
Okay.
up with the fluffiest little white dog who's a mix of a Maltese and a Shih Tzu. She's a Malshi, and she's adorable. But I have a lot of respect for you and your dog because I'm actually working the Westminster Kennel Show in a couple weeks. And I agree with you. Poodles
Oh,
are
really?
legit.
This is like the third time this week someone's brought up that show to me.
I'm excited. You guys should go. It's like right in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, is that why? Is that where it is? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it's like I keep hearing about it.
Well, I tell you what, one of the nights is Valentine's Day, so that's what you could, it's a date night. You go over, you watch the dogs.
Ruby's not a huge dog person. I'm trying to get her to love this one. She's like trying to pretend like she loves it.
All right, baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you on the poodle thing there. And they've won Best in Show. They're actually a standard poodle is a pretty majestic dog.
Standard poodles, I mean, they're so smart.
Yeah.
I was thinking about just getting a standard poodle, but I don't know. I wanted like a mutt.
Right.
And the standard poodles are really big. They get big.
Yeah, they do. They do. And it really
this-
is. I think what it is the haircut some people give the dog. It's not the dog itself; it's the haircut.
That's what it is. People are confused. They see the haircut. They're like, "Oh, look at this little girly dog." And I'm like, no, it's not. Those dogs are tough.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Well, also speaking of tough, you got a big fight coming up against Gegard Mousasi. That one's at UFC 210. He had said that you were offered that fight a few times, and that it took you a little while to agree to it. Is that true? Did they come to you a few times with him?
No, that never happened. So basically, I got asked to fight Whitaker first. And I was like, yeah, it sounds great, but I don't know. I wasn't healed up yet, so I said I don't know what date we were gonna do. And then the holidays were coming, Christmas was coming around the corner. Then they said Whitaker's not gonna happen. Maybe what do you think of Mousasi? I said, all right, sounds good. I still don't know when I'm gonna be ready yet. Let's wait till after the holidays. And then like when I was on vacation, I guess that's when he was like saying I'm turning down the fight with him and all this crap. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like. First of all, I didn't get offered. They didn't say, okay, can you fight this date or not? They didn't offer me any date. They just said, all right, take your time, heal up. And then when I got back, I said, all right, I'm ready for April or May.
Yep.
And we made it happen. So
Nice.
that was it.
Well, he's been on a bit of a tear. Obviously, he's feeling confident. I feel like he just started to get more vocal with things, and you never really know what's communicated to you, but it does seem like a fight that the fans are really excited for in terms of the matchup. Where do you see him as an important fight for you to climb back to the title?
Oh, it's a very important fight for me. I mean, it feels like every fight's like the biggest fight of your life.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels the same, because I'm on a 2-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be in this position, but I am. And Mousasi's a great fighter for me to get a W and earn a lot of respect, getting my way back up to the top in the middleweight division. So it's a great fight for me. It's a good opportunity.
Where do you think he's most dangerous? I know he's got a great jab, and lately he just seems to be putting things together so well. And he compliments you that you're a well-rounded fighter, but at the same time, with that compliment comes a thing where he says, "But you're not great at one particular thing, but you're very well-rounded."
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make him look like a scrub that night, and then he'll have nothing else to say. He's good. He's well-rounded too, and I wouldn't say he's great at one thing either.
Mm-hmm.
So. Even though I disagree with him with me, I think I'm great at a couple things there. But I don't, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, if I walk in there and I punch him in the mouth and I decide to go for takedowns and I decide to beat him up on the ground and go for submissions, I don't think he's doing anything to stop me. He could practice all he wants. He doesn't know what's going to come. It's either I'm going to punch him and I got heavy hands, it's either he's going to get knocked out, or if he's protecting himself up top, he's not getting knocked out. He's going to be getting taken down, and when he's down there, it's going to be a miserable night for him.
Yeah. You mentioned coming off of a 2-fight losing streak for you and healing up from the injury. So how rough was that Romero fight? I was there in New York, and it looked pretty darn painful, but you made it to the press conference afterwards. How long was that recovery for you?
I was fine. Like, concussion-wise, I passed the concussion test. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I know it looked like a brutal knee. I got a nice gash on the side of my head. But, it's just, I was very coherent. I understood what happened right away. Mm-hmm. I made a bad decision. I shot to you never shoot to like if a guy's southpaw, you never shoot to his left leg. You never shoot to a power side. So, and if the guy was a righty, you never shoot to his to the right side. Mm-hmm. And the whole fight, I didn't do that, and it was just one careless mistake, and he capitalized on it. And I know exactly what I did wrong. It's just that's the sport. That's what makes the sport great. Is you could be doing great, and one bad mistake against good guys, and it's over. So I gotta just move on from that, and I feel like I'm the best in the world, and I feel like I'm really decently better than these guys. If I go in there and just fight my fight and not hold back, I feel like I really set myself apart from these guys. And I didn't show that in my last 2 fights, so it's exciting to have the opportunity to go against Mousasi, where everyone's real high on. He's on a nice win streak right now, and I have the opportunity to go out there and show that I'm a little bit different.
I wonder too, after the loss to Rockhold, you talked about, changing some things because it had been a long time and you were kind of doing everything the same, and it gave you an opportunity to change some things. I know that sometimes when people change a camp or just change some things, it takes them a little while to get the rhythm with the new things they're implementing. So was that a factor at all in the fight with Yoel? Did you have to think more about what you're doing because you were trying new things?
I definitely. I mean, you can see my stand-up. I moved a little bit more than I have in the past, which is good. But I just feel like I'm a real big problem for people if I'm moving forward with my length, my power, my strength, and like with the wrestling and the boxing. I just feel like you keep it basic with me, and I could run through these guys, and I think I'm maybe making this harder than it should be in those last couple fights. So I just got to go out there and keep it basic and go out there and beat people up again.
Well, and certainly, I mean, you in your life, it's not like it's all been sunshine and roses. I feel like you do know how to come back from adversity. Have you learned anything about yourself in having to deal with these 2 losses back to back, about your own sense of stick-to-itiveness, for lack of a better word?
I mean, it's just losing is part of life. I mean, no matter what you do, I mean, you're gonna have setbacks. It's just part of life. Things could be going perfect, and guess what? At some point, something's gonna go wrong. You have to be able to deal with it. And so I just dealt with that adversity the way you're supposed to. Just get back up and keep working. And it's not about you're gonna have failures, and it's about just plugging away, and then before you know, you're ahead of everybody. And that's kind of how it's worked for me, and why I've had success. It's because I kept that mentality, and and I've had some bump in the roads now for these last 2 fights, but that's not stopping me at all.
Well, not for nothing too. Your division is very good.
Yeah, definitely a tough division.
Absolutely. How's the food coming? I don't want you to burn anything.
I think we're looking good here.
Very nice, very nice. Well, one thing I do, a couple more questions for you. The fact that it is in Buffalo for you is a little bit of a home game. I'm curious how much fighting in Madison Square Garden. We talked before that fight about what a dream come true, what a dream come true for you that was. What was that feeling like walking out there in the Garden and knowing, win or lose, this was really the coming to life of a dream that you've had for so long?
It was an amazing feeling. Walking out there, hearing the crowd go. My music was awesome. Yeah. It was definitely a dream come true. Mm-hmm. To have so much love and support here in New York. I mean, first fight ever, and it meant a lot. Everything felt great up until me losing the fight. So it was a great experience. I took it all in, and there was a lot of great moments in there for me. So.
And with Buffalo, do you feel like you'll get a lot of people traveling to you? Because, we always talk about the pressure of a home game can be great for that support, but at the same time, sometimes it's a distraction.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel like New York was a distraction for me. Yes, the ticket stuff. Yes, people asked me for tickets. Right. At Madison Square Garden, it was easy to tell people, listen, man, this is the most expensive tickets ever in the history of the sport. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're on your own. It's like impossible to get them. But I think I'll have a lot of support out in Buffalo. I think a lot of people are going to be driving up. It is like a 7-hour drive from Long Island, but I will have definitely a lot of love there.
Very nice. And, you and Wonder Boy fought the same night that night. You were training together. Are you guys still working together? Obviously, he's got a rematch with Tyron coming up.
Yeah, we've been going back and forth. We actually finally figured out what we're gonna do today. I was gonna go out there for a week, and then he was gonna come out here for a week or two, and then my puppy came around, and I'm like, man, I can't leave my puppy. I don't know what to do with him. No one else could take care of him the way I am. So he's gonna come out here. He's gonna come out here. I don't know. His mom's calling my wife, and they're gonna set it up.
Nice, very nice. How do you think he did in that first fight with T Wood? How did you score it?
How did he do? He did great. I mean, he showed the world how tough he is. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew how athletic and how talented he was, how good of a stand-up fighter he was. But a lot of people didn't give him credit on how tough he was. Yeah. And I felt like he definitely threw that up on his belt and let people know that I'm not just this karate point fighter. I'm tough. And a guy who moves like him, who's tough on top of it, is a tough guy to beat. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I thought that was a really great fight. Very hard to score. Before I let you go, I want to ask you about your acting. I know you've been doing some stuff with Kevin James. Is that going to be more of a regular thing for you?
Yeah. So I think, I know. In 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm gonna do another episode, so I'm coming back.
Nice. Do they film that out at like Silver Cup or something over in Brooklyn, or where do you guys film that one?
No, it's out in Bethpage actually. That Bethpage Studios. It's in Long Island.
Oh, okay, very nice.
So it's right by me. Yeah, he set up the studio over there. It's beautiful.
Awesome.
It feels like you're in LA in Long Island. So it's really beautiful.
That's very cool. Well, look at you getting some, Bisping's doing movies, you're doing stuff, Tyron's doing everything. I mean, I actually really kind of love the idea of you guys crossing over.
Bisping.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Have you seen Triple X? I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. No. I'm definitely going to see it. Yeah. I'm friends with Vin Diesel and Bisping. I'm going to see how he does. I'll judge him. I'm going to judge him as an actor.
That's great. Well, awesome. Well, then people are going to have to look forward to another Kevin Can Wait for you. So, yeah, if you're filming in a couple of weeks, that one will probably just be out. They have a few weeks lead time on the series.
Yeah, who knows when I'll film. But I'll probably film like another 6 weeks from now. So awesome. A couple of weeks before my fight. Awesome. Oh, no, yeah, a couple.
Very cool. Well, congratulations on the new puppy.
Thank you.
He's adorable. And look at you. Good work on you cooking dinner out there in the cold. We appreciate you taking the time today.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Chris. We'll see you soon.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.